As a woman at the top of a male-dominated industry, how did you start in construction and how did you get to where you are today?
I didn't really have a burning desire to work in construction. I sort of fell into it about 19 years ago when I started working in a ready-mix concrete sales office, just doing admin work. Very quickly though, I realised that I did want more out of that and I strove to learn everything I possibly could about concrete. I have worked really hard and there's been many occasions where I could have just given up, but each knockdown has made me more resilient and more determined to progress. Things were really different about 20 years ago to how they are now. So although I did face quite a bit of discrimination in the early days and I've got some truly horrific stories, I'm pleased to say that I don't actually see that side anymore at all.
Everyone agrees we need more women to make their careers in construction, but how do we attract and convince them to stay?
Well, I couldn't bear for people to think that I have got to where I am because I'm female. And my heart genuinely sinks when companies come out with quotas of how many women they want in their business. I just really don't think that we need to do that. And I can't imagine the frustration of men wanting to progress in a company that publicly states that they want X% of their managers to be female. We shouldn't be making it about numbers, but we should be making it about the best person for the job and making sure that we get the best person to apply for that job in the first place. I think the challenge for us all is to entice people to be part of this industry and to keep them motivated enough to demonstrate that you can actually have a really great career here. We need to change a lot of attitudes towards this industry and towards what have previously been considered as male specific roles. I think anybody should be capable of doing any role.
Do you think there is a glass ceiling? And do you have any tips for breaking through?
I should probably say that I have two children who are 5 and 8 years old. I believe everyone has a choice in life. I really wanted to have children, but I also wanted to have a career. And I don't think there is anything wrong with wanting both, and nobody should feel guilty for it. I've obviously had to adapt to fit around them and make sacrifices along the way. And I've moved companies and had many roles to get to where I am today. But each time, no one has ever questioned my capability to do my job, even whilst doing the school run. It's so important to me and I'm forever grateful that I do have the flexibility to do both. But is there a glass ceiling? I think quite possibly, if I'm completely honest. I work for a fantastic company who understand and accept that I might need to occasionally run off and do something with the children or sort something out. But if I work somewhere else, I'm not so sure that I would get that. My tip for breaking through would just be to keep on going and not to be knocked back. And if you work really hard, then you can show the capability that you can do the job. But I also think companies need to be a little bit more flexible too, and they need to be more empathic to working mums. But ultimately, we all have to adapt to make sure that ceiling doesn't exist.